All right, Italy turn 1. There's going to be a lot to do on this turn. With its $10, Italy is going to buy a fighter plane because it expects to lose some this turn. Italy will be declaring several battles. A couple of naval battles and a couple of land battles and a couple of amphibious landings. So anyway, first and foremost, they're going to attack Sea Zone 110, and they're coming in with the bomber from northern Italy and the 2 fighters from southern Italy. Sorry, I just got to put a couple of things here. Okay, in Sea Zone 91, they're going to come in with the sub from Sea Zone 96. That's a 50-50 shot, but again, if I make it, it's great. Okay, in North Africa, Morocco will be attacked using the... let's just make sure I can get all of this in. Hang on. Okay, Morocco will be attacked using the tank from Albania and one of the infantry from southern Italy loaded on this transport. And we will do offshore shots with the cruiser and the battleship. The territory of Algeria will be attacked with an amphibious landing with 1 infantry from southern Italy and 1 artillery from northern Italy. We'll be attacking there. There will be an offshore shot from this cruiser. Tunisia will be attacked with 2 infantry and an artillery from Libya and 1 mechanized infantry from Tobruk. El Alamein will be attacked with 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank from Tobruk. Down in the Horn of Africa there will be a walk-on. 1 of the 2 infantry from Ethiopia will walk into British Somaliland, and the infantry and the artillery from Ethiopia will go into Italian Somaliland. There are 2 other land combats, and they're both up in Europe. Southern France will be attacked from northern Italy with 2 infantry and an artillery, and Yugoslavia will be attacked with the tank from northern Italy and 1 of the 2 infantry from Albania. And that will be all of the attacks. I'm still waiting back to hear about one little thing involving the Sea Zone 110 battle. There will be a scramble of the 2 fighters, the 2 British fighters and the French fighter, but I am waiting to hear the order of his casualties. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Alrighty, we'll start rolling some dice. In the battle for Tunisia, the Italians are coming in with 1 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry supported by an artillery, so that's a 1 and 2 twos. 3 hits! Jeez, I'm really going to want rolls like that a little bit later in the turn. France is going to defend. Miss. Okay, so Italy takes the territory with no casualties. Alright, battle for Italian Somaliland. The Italians are coming in with an infantry and an artillery, and the British are defending with 1 infantry. Both misses. Miss. 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 Watching paint dry. 2 hits. Okay. Miss. So the Italians take the territory with no casualties. In the battle for El Alamein, the Italians are coming in with 3 infantry, so 2 1s, and 1 of the 3 infantry is supported by an artillery, so that's 2 2s, and then a tank for 3. All misses. Not a good start. British defense. Miss. 1 hit. That's all we needed. Miss. So Italy takes the territory with no casualties. Alright, this is the battle for southern France. 2 infantry and an artillery, so 1 infantry unsupported at 1, 1 infantry supported at 2, and the artillery at 2, versus 1 infantry and 1 artillery. 1 hit. That's the infantry. No hits. No hits. No hit. One hit. No hits. So, Italy takes the territory with no casualties. Okay, in the battle for Yugoslavia, the Italians are coming in with an infantry at 1 and a tank at 3. Tank gets a hit. Yugoslavian infantry misses. Once again, Italians take the territory with no losses. This is the amphibious landing in Algeria. The Italian transport Oceania is offloading an infantry and an artillery, and the cruiser San Giorgio is providing an offshore bombard. So 2 2s and a 3. 1 hit. And the French defense, miss. So once again, Italy takes the territory with no casualties. Okay, this is the amphibious landing in Morocco. The Italian transport Victoria is dropping off an infantry and a tank, and there's offshore support being provided by the cruiser Taranto and the battleship Littorio. So that's a 1 for the infantry, a 3 for the tank, 3 for the cruiser, and a 4 for the battleship. And that's 2 hits. We only needed 1. France gets to roll a defense, and it misses. So once again, Italy takes the territory with no defense, or no what do you call it? No casualties. Alright, this is a naval battle in Sea Zone 91. The Italian submarine Futile is attacking the British transport, the HMS Oceanway, and the British destroyer, the HMS Hotspur. This is a 50-50 shot, very similar to the traditional Canadian move at the beginning of the game, so we'll see what happens here. That's a miss. Come on, miss. That's a miss. I'll take 1 for 1. That's a miss. That's a hit. Damn it. Well, you can't win them all, I guess. Alright, the sub is killed, and the sea zone is safe. Okay, the Sea Zone 110 attack. This is big. Alright, 2 fighters and a strategic bomber versus the British destroyer HMS Eclipse, French fighter, and 2 British fighters. I have been told that he wants to take the destroyer as a casualty last, and so we'll see what happens. Let's do it. 2 3s, and then 2 2s for the bomber. Two hits. Okay, so he's told me he's taking the French fighter and one of the British fighters first. Okay, so a 2 and 3 4s. 3 hits, so he got all my points. So that's over. The destroyer stays, and he keeps one of his 3 fighters. So, bad trade for me, but I gave it a go. Alright, Italy only has 2 moves for non-combat. It's going to move the 2 anti-aircraft guns in northern Italy into southern Italy, and it's going to move the destroyer that didn't participate in any of the combats into C-Zone 92 with the rest of the fleet. Okay, so that's that. I'll tidy this up and we'll come back with final stuff. Okay, in terms of changes of income, well, first of all, actually what we should do is we should place our new fighter, which is going to go in southern Italy. Okay, so we are going to change the income here. So we get 1, 2, 3, $6 from France, and we get $2 more for turning Yugoslavia. So that's $8 up in total. So if we go over to the income tracker, Italy goes up from 10 to 18, and France goes down, that was 6, right? So 13 to 7. And then we do have to change a few other ownership things in Africa. El Alamein is now Italian. Italian Somaliland is once again Italian, and British Somaliland is now Italian. Okay, before we can do income, however, we do have to roll for the convoy in C-Zone 93. Now, I did look up the rules for the BBR, and it is +1 for every ship. So he's going to get a guaranteed $2 from me here. He can only get a maximum of 3, but if we roll these and he gets anything, he gets 3. So 2, 3, plus 3 is 6, but it's a maximum of 3 anyway. So he got the maximum convoy, and I lose $3. So I would collect a base income of 18, but I will lose $3 of that for the convoy. So I'll collect a base income of 15. But I do get 2 national objectives. I get 1 national objective for controlling all of northern Africa from Morocco to El Alamein. And I get 1 point each for the following territories. And some of these are new to BBR 3.0. I have Ethiopia, that's 1. I have Italian Somaliland, that's 2. I have British Somaliland, that's 3. And the new ones are Tobruk and El Alamein. Okay, so that's 5 in total. So I have $15 base, 18 minus 3, plus $10 in national objectives for a total of $25 in income that's going to go into the bank for the next turn. Okay, so in terms of disposition of forces, let's have a look around the board and see what Italy has. Okay, Italy has in C-Zone 92 a couple of transports. What else? We have a battleship, 2 cruisers, and a destroyer. In Morocco, we have a tank and an infantry. In Algeria, we have an infantry and an artillery. In Tunisia, we have an infantry, an artillery, and a mechanized infantry. In southern Italy, we have 4 anti-aircraft artillery and 3 infantry, along with a fighter. And of course, there's also a German fighter and a tactical bomber there. In southern France, there is 2 infantry and 1 artillery. In Yugoslavia, there is an infantry and a tank. In Albania, there is an infantry. Down there in Africa, in El Alamein, there are 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank. In British Somaliland, there's an infantry, and in Italian Somaliland, there's an infantry and an artillery. So that is the extent of the Italian forces all around the board. So the minor Allied powers are going to be up next.